We give you the facts, it's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I think? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
Greetings viewers and subscribers. Do you remember that this Saturday, March 23, it's the Big People Party of the year? Different Strokes. It will be held at the Waves Beach in Negril, and pre-sold tickets are now on sale. Remember that Different Strokes is a mixed drinks inclusive event. From 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock, there will be a live band on stage, and then the captain Colin Hines, Mixmaster Marvin, and DJ 5, they'll be on the wheels of steel. At Different Strokes, it's Big People vibes. Buy your tickets now and save. You can get 5 tickets for 16,000 Jamaican dollars. Ladies, you and your bestie can get 2 tickets for 7,000 Jamaican dollars. Like I said, buy now and save. It's Different Strokes. Don't miss it. And remember that Different Strokes is fully endorsed by Popeye News Links. In the news today, this one took place early this morning, Monday, March 16, about 3 o'clock. It took place at Bullet Tree in the Petersfield area of Westmoreland. Our information is that a lady, she's in her early 40s. She owned a 3-bedroom house in the Bullet Tree area. About 3 o'clock this morning, she and other persons were asleep in the house when they were awoken by smoke and fire. An alarm was raised and neighbors assisted in trying to put out the blaze, but very quickly, the house was engulfed in flames. By the time a unit from the Savannah Lamar Fire Department arrived, they were only able to do cooling down operation. The house and all its contents, valued at over 2 million Jamaican dollars, were completely destroyed by fire. Sad indeed. This next incident, it took place early this morning, Monday, March 18. It took place at New Bucksfield in the Ocheres area of St. Ann. We are learning that the owner for that 2016 silver Subaru G4 motor car parked and securely locked it up about 1 o'clock this morning. When the owner got up and made checks about 3 o'clock, the car was missing. Hoodlums thief it. Just like that. Now, this next incident, it took place early yesterday morning, Sunday, March 17, about some minutes after 1 o'clock. It took place at Farm Pen in the Savannah Lamar area of Westmoreland. We are learning that a 76-year-old building contractor, he's a licensed firearm holder. He was at his home alone when he felt the urge to have a drink. As a result, he left out of his house and he walked to a nearby shop and purchased the drink. We are told that this is something that this man normally does. So apparently, he was being watched. He returned home, and as he entered his yard, he was held up by a hoodlum who was armed with a gun. The hoodlum then forced him inside his house. We are told that 3 other hoodlums were inside the house awaiting him. The hoodlums then robbed the man of his licensed .38 revolver and cash amounting to over 130,000 Jamaican dollars. We are also told that the hoodlums, they inflicted some serious blows to the man's face. They then bound his hands and feet, then made good their escape on foot in the area. A resident of the area later assisted the contractor and set him loose. He was assisted to a nearby hospital where he was treated. Ah boy. Now, this next incident, it took place 2 Saturdays ago, but I'm just getting the details. It took place Saturday morning, March 9, about 10 o'clock. It took place along the Green Island Main Road, about 100 yards west of the Green Island Police Station in the parish of Hanover. That man on your screen, his name is Shackene. He was 28 years old and he's originally from the Runaway Bay area of St. Ann. He was living in the Salt Spring area of Hanover. We are told that Shackene, he was riding a special edition motorcycle. Our information is that 2011 Toyota Axio motor car, it was traveling from Green Island towards Negril direction when on reaching a section along the roadway, Shackene, he rode out from behind a parked vehicle. This parked vehicle was on the left-hand side of the road like you're heading towards Negril. Are you following me? So Shackene, he rode out on the wrong side of the road. So if you are wondering, how comes the damage is on the left side of the Axio? That is the reason. The bike that Shackene was riding, it collided into the Axio. As a result, Shackene, he was thrown from the bike onto the asphalted roadway. He suffered a fractured skull, a broken right leg, as also injuries to his right arm. Shackene, he was rushed to the Noel Holmes Hospital where he was admitted in a serious condition. He was later transferred to the Cornwall Regional Hospital, but on Tuesday morning, March 12, about some minutes after 6 o'clock, Shackene, he died whilst he was being treated. Sad indeed. Now, in this next incident, I carried a story on Monday, February 5. It was about an incident that took place the previous afternoon. Sunday, February 4, about 5 o'clock. It took place at Crowder District in the Grangeville area of Westmoreland. I told you that guy on your screen, his name is Devonte Ziggy Brown, but he was popularly known as Sillibeng. He was almost 20 years old and he lived at Crowder in the Grangeville area of Westmoreland. I told you that word on the street is that Sillibeng, he was in possession of gun or guns that the hoodlums wanted. The guns were taken from a hoodlum named Tupac, who it is said that hoodlums from Crowder killed. Tupac, he was based in the King Valley area of Grangeville. On Sunday afternoon, February 4, Sillibeng and a group of persons, they were standing at the front of a yard at Crowder District when a silver Nissan motorcar drove up and stopped. 2 hoodlums jumped out of the back of the car. They opened gunfire at Sillibeng. The persons in the group, they ran off in different directions. The hoodlums, they then jumped back into the car and made good their escape. When the smoke was cleared, it was discovered that 4 persons were shot. Sillibeng, he received gunshot wounds to his upper body and he died as a result. A 26-year-old received a gunshot graze to the left foot. A 13-year-old schoolgirl, she received a graze to the right middle finger, and an 8-year-old boy named Travel, he received gunshot wounds to the right side of his neck and his left ankle. So Sillibeng, he died and the 3 other persons were treated in hospital. 8-year-old Travel, he was admitted in a serious condition. A total of 10 M16 and 15 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. So remember that there has been several mayhems in the Grangeville space recently, and the police, they had put out a list of persons who they say were responsible for what was happening. One of them is a guy named Lashawn Warren, but he's popularly known as DoDo Man. He is 19 years old and he's living at Ghetto Geneva in the same Grangeville area. On Wednesday night, March 13, about 9 o'clock, the police, they carried out a raid in the Grange Hill area, and DoDo man, he was picked up by the police. He has been charged for the murder of Sillibeng and the injury of 3 others. We are told that the police, they know who the other hoodlum involved is and they are searching for him. The mayhem. Now, in this next report, the Portmore police, they are carrying out investigations to ascertain how that man on your screen met his death. His name is Robert McIntosh, but he was popularly known as Burts. Burts was 52 years old and he lived at Gregory Park Lane in the Portmore area of St. Catherine. We are learning that on Saturday morning, March 16, about 7 o'clock, Burts' spouse left him at home and went to work. When she returned home from work in the night, Burts, he was not at home. A number of calls were made to Burts' cell phone, but the phone rang without an answer. Yesterday morning, Sunday, March 17, about 10 o'clock, a male voice eventually answered Burts' cell phone. We are told that the person on the phone, he said that he was at his home Saturday evening when he heard loud noise on the outside. He said he went outside and he saw Burts gasping for breath and froth coming from his mouth and his nose. He said he took Burts to the Spanish Town Hospital and left him there. The male on the phone, he then hung up, and all the call persons were calling the phone. He did not answer the phone again. We are told that checks were made at the Spanish Town Hospital and it was confirmed that Burts was taken there. He was pronounced DEAD at the hospital Saturday night, March 16, almost 10 o'clock. Checks were made at the funeral home and Burts was indeed there. Like I said, investigations are ongoing, and if and when I receive any further updates, I'll be updating this story. Sad indeed. So, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button, as also hit on the notification bell. Then click all, so that whenever we drop a new video, you will be one of the first to be notified. In the final story for today, that female on your screen, her name is Nastasia Smith, but she was popularly known as Tash. Tash was born on May 7, 1987, almost 37 years old, and she's originally from the parish of St. Mary. Tash, she was living at Valley Heights in the Flower Hill area of St. James. We are told that Tash, she was once an employee at the Iberia Star Hotel, but in recent times, she was employed to Hawkeye Security Services as a security officer. Tash is the mother of 3 children. Now, on many occasions, I've spoken about the mayhem taking place in the Flower Hill Salt Spring area. Yesterday afternoon, Sunday, March 17, about 3:30, Tash, a 26-year-old female, and other family members, they were in a house in the Valley Heights area when 2 hoodlums, both armed with guns, entered the yard. The hoodlums, they opened gunfire at the persons in the house through a bedroom window, hitting Tash and the 26-year-old female. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape on foot in bushes. Tash, she received gunshot wounds to the left side of her neck and her chest, and she ended up dying on the spot. The other female, she received a gunshot wound to her back. The police, they were called and they rushed with the other female to a nearby hospital where she was treated and admitted in a serious condition. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, 4 spent shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend, for tell a friend, for tell a friend. about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them knock out can't take, but me want me country back. Give me country back.